you doing? This is All Around, aka Bully the Kid, and this is the new day for the Bass Hang. Wednesday, 7:30 approximately. I'm going to try to make this a whole thing. Um, and it's feeling pretty good so far. I don't have to start my week out with it. People can go into their week fresh and rested, and I can get my schedule back for dropping videos. Video is going to be dropping tomorrow morning. Y'all look out for it. I do have the usual suspects, my friends, in the bass community here. First one I'm gonna bring to the board, known since the pandemic. He's known me longer than that and was always available, always around, always tapping in. Very engaging, real cool dude. I should switch to the natural bass just in honor of him, but we'll see how this whole little situation goes. My man Prop. What up, Prop?
Hey.
What's going on, man? If I had a soundboard, I would have did the whole applause to bring you in, but just know that it's there.
I feel it in my heart. I know you feel it in yours. So just as long as we know it's there, then I'm good with
Yeah. Next one we have to the board is a character that has grown into his own thing.
that. I
He
wonder who that is.
is the okayest bass player. I'll call him OB. You can call him if you want to. OB, what's going on, man? Oh, got the natural joint.
I got you, Prop. Don't worry. I don't know if it's just me. You sound kind of quiet, Prop.
I sound quiet.
Could just be me.
I don't know.
One moment, please.
Nah.
How about now? Is that good? Are we good?
I mean, you
Little
have a nice
louder.
sultry voice, but you know, it's not that type of podcast. You feel me? Also, it's been a long time since I talked to you, man. So,
I know.
welcome
it's
back.
cool.
You know, I'm glad that everything's all right.
Well,
And
it's just it's life, just getting worked to the bone constantly. It's concert season now, so just everybody is tour merch for everybody. It's just it's
Okay.
it's a headache.
okay, I can dig it. Well, you made it out. Luckily, you're not the manager anymore. You get
Luckily,
to be
he
a regular
didn't get
person.
promoted. Yeah.
Yeah, luckily he didn't get promoted.
I don't want to sit here and bash my coworkers, so I'm not going to. But it was bad. It was bad. It was bad. It's rough, man. And also,
On the
on a
off
side
chance one of the 13 people here are one of his coworkers.
note, listen, you never know.
Oh,
They watch my
man.
stuff sometimes, so they know I do this. I don't know if they're creeping. Yeah.
Yeah, people are weird, man. People are weird. I've made a whole merchandise. I made a whole shirt to fight against that. And then one of the weirder people I know is
Say no more, sir. Say no more.
yeah, man. I guess weird is in the eye of the beholder. And whatever definition that means to you, I guess I don't know.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you're in D&D terms, then it's a giant monster with multiple eye stalks. But, I mean, you could be on a whole bunch of other things, too.
I felt like you actually played Dungeons and Dragons. You never played it? Really?
No.
I
The
feel
only
like
thing
that'd
I
be
know
right up
about
your
it,
alley.
I've gotten. Okay, and there we go. My iPad disapproves of me. I'm not doing a thumbs down, and it thumbs down to me automatically. No D&D. Get rid of him.
Always watching, Wazowski. Always watching. Always.
You didn't finish your paperwork.
That's just silly
Okay.
gooses.
Yeah, man. All right. I'm started out a little bit different. Everybody that's in here, the 15 cats that are watching this, go ahead and hit the like button for me. Thank you so much. Share this with your friends that are in the community or not in the community. Just, you never know who wants to actually check this out and stuff like
Absolutely.
that. So thank y'all for everybody that is here. I did start at 7:30. I'm gonna try to make this an actual thing, and just not do anything on Wednesdays. So yeah, this is actually working out pretty
You mean
good.
not on Sundays?
Now I'm gonna do stuff on Sundays. I'm gonna be playing places, but on Wednesdays, this will be the thing, and that's pretty cool with me. So let's go through the usual suspects. BCC, what's going on?
Shout
Carolina
out.
Big,
Shout
what's
out. Double shout out.
Let's see. It is Wednesday, my dudes. Yes, indeed. Are we in the Twilight Zone day? Is indeed. Bully said on Sunday that he was going to move the hang to Wednesdays to accommodate everyone's schedule and work out a little bit better. Yes, indeed. Hump day, thump day. I can dig it. All right. Sono jump. Oh, you in a. Oh, okay. Pull up then and say what's good, buddy. What's happening?
Get out of
What
town.
is happening?
Get out of town.
That's
What is
what I'm
happening?
talking about. Oh.
Oh, here we go. Awesome. I'm just getting situated here because I was like, should I do it? Because like I have work in about, well, work started for me, but I got time. So I'm like, okay, I'll just show up to congratulate you on the Wednesday stream. So
Yeah,
that's
man.
cool, man. Congrats.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Thank you for dropping in
Yeah.
and saying what's good.
And congrats
so-
of being YouTube famous again.
What is he? What's coming?
I think he's referencing that you were referenced.
Oh yeah, the video. I made an Instagram video of that video. Evidently, I am
Inception, but
wacky.
social media style.
Yeah, yeah. So, Sono, I guess we be following this dude.
I don't follow him per se, but he comes up on my feed a lot.
Okay. And you just happen to be watching what he's getting down with, and then my sound came up. My clip.
Yeah, your reference came up, and I'm just like, I wonder how I feel about this. I wonder how you feel about this, because I'm just
Oh,
like,
listen, I've been called far worse. Wacky.
yeah,
is,
yeah,
Wacky
But-
is just a skipping rocks over the lake. I don't really care. That's
right.
fine.
But at the
But
end
I
of the
don't
day,
think he's talking
it's a
about
comp-
me. I think he's talking about the sound I was making with the bass. That's what I think. Now.
Yeah, yeah.
But then, like, you had Davey 504 doing a really basic freaking octave situation, and he was like, "Epico." What?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
See, like it's not like you're known for saying wacky, so it's not even like, okay, these are people I found and this is their catchphrase. It's like
Yeah.
Davey
Yeah.
says epico a lot, but
Yep.
he's just
Check,
gotta hit all those he's gotta hit all those YouTube famous bassists. So he had to figure out where you fit in. That's what it was.
Yeah, I guess I don't really consider myself.
He didn't
a
mention an
famous
okay playing style, so I forgave him. But you know,
Oh, I mean, who you know,
You need
It
a
is
different
what it
is.
catchphrase
Okay.
now, I suppose.
and that's okay, Oh man, level up prop. Okay, what we talking about here? Did I miss something? Let's see.
I think he's talking about the promotion.
Oh, okay.
Rob's like, nah, good in the level and class that I am right now.
Yes. Please.
Let's see. Would you guys recommend me a Spectre CTS Bass 5?
Would
Would
I?
I recommend you a Spectre bass? You really have everything. That's really funny to me. I personally, I'm not into the feel of those basses, so I can't recommend you anything. I've only played one out of 7 or 8 basses in my life that I was like, okay, I can get with this one. But it was a high end one, so even still,
I was just gonna
wouldn't-
say that they spelled sire wrong.
Yeah.
Or Schecter, if you want to
That
get
too.
closer to the spelling.
Yeah.
Although I got in a Schecter. I didn't even try to make a video on it. I hated it. The 5-string, their Stealth.
Oh, okay. Is it
It's
the matte
so
black one?
and in my defense, okay, bye Sona. In my defense, like I looked at the description, I pulled it up on Guitar Center, and there's a lady. Her name's Carol. I use her all the. It's extension 2450. If you call Musician's Friend, by the way, she gets commission, so good for her. I was reading it on Guitar Center because they had a notification popped up like, hey, 40% off and up to 48-month 0 interest financing. I was like, okay. So I pulled it up and it was on Schecter's, and I liked the look of the stiletto. And I was like, it's a 5-string. It has a P and an H. That seems cool. And I was scrolling through it, and it said that it was passive pickups and had an EQ. So I'm like, okay, it must be active passive perfect. I'll flip the switch, take the battery out, and never worry about it. And then I got it in, and there is no passive option. The thing that said pickups were passive, I was like, okay, I'm already upset about this. I set everything to mid, and like I normally don't say much about like this sounds like of that because the hearing impairment, I have a hard time. Like if you have a silent, like a no video, and someone plays a P, a J, an M, whatever, I usually can't hear the difference, but the thing sounded like the super bright stereotype jazz sound. And I was like, why does this sound to me like a jazz bass when it doesn't? It has the two that aren't jazz pickups in it. And I hated
Okay.
it. So I immediately packaged it back, put it in the box, and then sent an email to her like, hey, I'm returning this. So I didn't even record a video because I wasn't going to be like, hey, look at this bass I got. I hate it. It's not going to be here after today.
Content
Wasn't even
is
worth the
Also,
content, though, sir.
also,
Probably.
that's your opinion. So content is most definitely content. If you got this bass, you didn't like it, say why you didn't like it.
Well,
That's content.
and that's the thing on it though, is like content is content. I don't really care if I have a bunch of content because
Oh,
I'm just doing this
I
because I
mean,
was
yeah.
bullied into it. But
We'll see.
I didn't.
People do
Don't use my
appreciate-
name in
you
vain.
told
I
me to
didn't-
do it.
You're
You
honest.
you told me to do it, and you're bully. So I was bullied into this
I-
decision. Yeah, choose your name better.
How do I- Okay.
The
I'm
kid.
just
you
a
trying
kid,
to
man.
do?
Just a
Yeah.
kid, bro.
I thought you were like doing the like gonna lay
No,
the
I
smackdown
just
for a
gotta-
minute. How
No,
do
I
I
just-
position my hand to?
For your face.
But
no, I
like-
was just like, oh. I
and
don't
the
like
other
how
thing
you
is,
do
I
that.
don't want like of the content I have, I don't want anything to just be negative. Like I don't want to have a like, hey, watch this video of me just shitting on this bass the whole time.
I mean, that's fair.
Like-
That's fair. I don't have many. I don't have many negative videos. If I don't like something, I just don't make a video of it, and I send that feedback back to the company. So there's
and I'm
been,
kind of have that persona of I like passive, and that instrument, it was a mistake on their website. It's not passive at all. So
I mean, the pickups themselves could be passive, but they still have an active circuit. So it's not. It's just a.
I tried popping the
It's
battery
mislabeling.
out, and I couldn't get nothing. So there wasn't. I don't know if that's how that works, but
Yeah, no, that's not how it works. So like,
oh, okay. Well,
just in
that
reference,
could be why it didn't work then.
EMG have active and passive pickups. So like they'll have a very basic knob layout, but it'll be advertised as active because there's an 18-volt battery or a 9-volt battery that excites the circuit to make more output. So that's a thing, but passive is basically taking the signal in as an independent thing, and then the circuit itself is being boosted, not the pickups. So you can reach distortion easier with a passive pickup active circuit. You know what I'm saying? It's that's how I understand it. I could be wrong, but that's how I understand it. So,
All I know is I didn't like it, and it's
I don't
back in the
understand how
box.
any of
And
it
that's-
works. I have no
It's
clue how any of
magic,
it works. I just
witchcraft,
like
and
the
sorcery.
somebody said about it.
I
today.
like-
I don't know.
I like pluck string and string make noise.
Yeah.
Is
I mean,
happy.
that's
Crazy.
usually how. Yeah, I dig it. Let's see.
Yay!
Yeah, freak me out by making me think it's Sunday. Thank you for being here. Nah, it's still hump day. Hump day. Haha, yeah. Let's see. The gulf in quality between those the gap. I think it's the gap in quality in feel. Those high end spectrums and low end ones is quite large. Try the CST first in person. That's a very good. That's a really
I've
good
played
suggestion.
one.
If you can find one. I've played 7 or 8 in my life in varying degrees, and I'm like I don't see what the attraction is. That's not me. Oh, the garage.
A buddy of mine is he's endorsed by Spectre, and they don't give you anything free. They basically give you a discount on their like higher end stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I only played one of his 5 strings once, and the bodies are just like, even on a 5-string, it's like, you know what I mean?
I do. I
don't
do know
like
what you mean.
I don't like
It's-
it either.
No,
As a matter
no.
of fact, I don't like it one bit.
So I mean, you ain't got to be that strong about it, but it doesn't.
And they don't
it's-
have anything headless, so
The,
I mean
the-
they're just
there's also
striking out.
that.
Yeah,
But
get out of
the
town.
the bodies themselves are, in theory, I see what they're trying to do, and it's cool for somebody that has a figure that fits that aesthetic. Like they have a concave into the base body itself that kind of is supposed to mold to your body. I don't know who they're using as a model, but it's supposed to be able to.
It's
hug
a maternity
closer to your
base.
body.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So like,
Well,
me,
some people, most bass players have stomachs. Don't do that. So that was not
just
a
said
shot.
you didn't
OB.
know who the
that was not a
demographic was.
shot. Ob, take it easy. I already see you winding up. No, I'm also way bigger than you. So I didn't like it because it didn't.
I'm at your target weight. Take that.
I mean, hey,
You're also at
everybody
my target height, so
gotta do- Suck it.
I'm not overweight. I'm under height. That's my problem.
Yeah. So
I was
whenever I played
4 to
it,
6
I,
inches taller.
Oh, you know that's not nothing.
I'd be fine. Be a long neck. Be like the guy from Polyphia.
which one? They all have long necks.
I mean the like I want to say the guitar guy, but like I haven't watched any of their videos. I've just heard songs, so I don't know if there's like more than one who does the main guitar. But I saw a picture of him. He's got like neck
Anime
tattoos
guy?
all over.
Yeah, that's Tim Henson,
Oh,
He's
that
got-
is ridiculous.
and he's a beast.
He's fucking savage.
He also invented the Muppets too, so he's got that going for him.
Scotty LePage is a beast, and Clay Gober is a beast. Also, that whole band is awesome.
The whole band is
Well, yeah.
ridiculous.
I mean, like, but his neck tattoos make his neck look longer. And then the worst thing was, I saw a picture of him, and he was wearing a turtleneck, and it didn't reach his chin. It was like halfway up his neck. I was like, this is. If I wish I had a tenth the talent that the guy has. Like, I will give infinite props to the guy. It's just. I saw the picture and I'm like, I don't know if you're trying to show the long neck that you have because the tattoos make it look longer and the turtleneck doesn't reach. So it's like, look at me. It's like the pole vaulter in the Olympics. I won't say much, but
I think the better he gets at a guitar, the longer his neck grows.
You think so?
there you go.
That's crazy.
There you go.
Which is stupid because my shoulders go right up to my neck. So whatever, dude. Whatever.
Maybe he's just really excited to be playing. Maybe it's just that.
Nope,
don't even know how to do that.
still there. I tried to ET it
Standing
up.
tall and proud.
I tried to ET it up. I can't.
I was making an erection joke, but I mean,
Whoa,
okay.
whoa, whoa.
Bring ET
Wait a
into
minute.
this, I guess.
Oh, Jesus. Oh,
What?
Steven Spielberg is so offended right now.
I wasn't talking about ET. I was talking about, okay. Anyway.
Yeah, I get what you were talking about. I'm fully aware of what you were talking about.
Let me get a whiteboard behind me. I'll put a chart.
No,
Travis's
we don't need
jokes.
any descriptions. No, these.
Travis's
Okay.
jokes explanation in case needed.
Let's see. So I think this is about why you don't put negative content on your channel and stuff like that. That is a thing, but also there's a lot of negativity that's in the world. So why even do that? Like you
go
could just
about it in a way that's not like, you know what I mean? That's not just like taking a massive poo poo all over whatever it is you're playing. Unless it genuinely is like awful. You know what I'm saying?
even then you could just not talk about it. Or you can make a video, hey, I have this bass, you may be interested in it. These are my thoughts on my experience with the bass. You know? So
Facts.
like speaking of which, Sono, you made a video that's notorious that you were disappointed in, the Mike Kerr joint.
Oh,
And
man.
I thought
Yeah.
that bass was awesome in theory. That's cool. And then you
Or-
played it and I was listening to it and I was like, yeah, I'm not interested in anything that's
Or
it's-
AMP's orange bass review.
I actually played that bass, man. It is as bad as he says. And you know
Yeah.
it's
It's like-
bad
it's
because
like you make-
I played the video. The video is a minute and 28 seconds long, so that can tell you exactly what I thought of.
I think
You just
for
make
a
a channel. It's like, we don't do negative content. This is the base I just got. I'm going to tell you all the things I like about it. Thanks for watching, everybody. You guys have a good one.
You didn't say
Yeah.
anything. Exactly.
so that
I said-
so that
I'm like Thumper and Bambi. My mother taught me if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all.
facts that could be
Go ahead.
true. However, some of the truth needs to be spoken. You can't just sugarcoat things.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So
I mean,
I was
in
trying to say.
in the defense of like the negativity on your Mike Kerr, it's like you're paying a crap ton of money to get
Yes.
this instrument.
Yes.
And
After tax,
it's
around
not-
1,700.
Yeah, like I mean, the O base is like what, $300 or something like
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah.
like
just get a
that's
Squire for that.
that's yeah, it's like if you get one of these and realize how bad of a deal you got, it's not that big a deal to go and return it. But you drop $1,700, I think people are going to look at you and be like, "You just got this money. What happened? What didn't you budget today that you had to come back and return it?"
Exactly.
I kind of had that feeling because I was all gun ho about the Ibanez that I sent back. Everything was cool. It was doing the thing that I thought it should do, but like I would put other bases in front of it first. Like it would just be a noodle base, and I'm not trying to
The
spend
EHB, you mean?
$1,800. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to spend $1,800 on a noodle base. So
Yeah.
I mean,
I
your
sent it back.
offbeat, that's a noodle base.
it is, but I would spend the money for that base. That base is actually
Yeah.
legit. I like that one way more than I like the.
Do they
EHB.
do multi-scale?
Not yet.
I've looked through their. Oh well, they make a headless multi-scale. Just saying.
I'll tell Mike.
Single cut headless multi-scale.
Yeah.
Now
What
you
I'm trying
asking
to
too
get-
much. Now you're
I'm
asking
trying to
too
get-
much.
I've got 2 companies that I'm getting bids on for building me one. So if Offbeat will do it, that'd be awesome. But
That's-
like I don't have any
I don't-
contact there, so
Yeah, I don't know that they'll ever be able to do that. Right now, they're just his thing is short scale joints. So
I
for
want
string,
short
scale.
multi-scale. I want this as a
That'd be great.
single cut. That's basically how
Why?
this works.
What?
You get
Explain
that
why you
base
want
you're
single
talking
cut.
about and send me the one you're
Aesthetics.
holding.
Why?
What'd you say?
I said you get the base you're talking about right now, and then send me the one that you have.
Once
be a
I
fair
get
trade.
the one that I'm
It'll be a
fair trade. Here, you buy a base and then give me. I thought for sure he was going to go. You told your wife you weren't going to have more on the wall, so like
Well,
you're going to have to
okay,
get rid of one.
You're
Just,
giving me ammunition. You did do that, didn't you?
I mean,
did.
in all honesty, if I can get one, once I get one of them to build what I'm wanting, then when it comes in,
Yes, sir.
like I have no problem mailing this to folks to try it. Like
A happy
it's
wife
wonderful.
is a happy life. Don't forget it.
Happy spouse, happy house.
Yes.
Unhappy wife might end your life. I don't think that's part of it, but it could be. It fits.
Yeah, nah, man. Is my son calling me? Hold on. Let me drop out of here real quick. 'Cause he's screaming at me. I'm doing stuff. All right. So, what do we have in the ways of new bases? I see that you have a fretless Sono.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What you got going on, bro?
So I
When
actually
you're ready to
gave
make
myself
a profit on that.
yeah. So I found this on Reverb for $500.
Oh, shoot.
Congratulations, sir.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you serious? Hold up. Let me
500,
bring you in.
dude.
You, sir.
Let me bring you in. What?
Heck yeah. For
As soon as you
500.
said that on your stream, you were like, I'm not going to tell you because you guys are going to get salty. And I'm like, oh, he got a good deal. And then he says 500. I'm like, you bastard. I didn't check Reverb that day.
Yeah, something about, I guess the seller didn't know what he had to the point where he was all like, yeah, it sounds weird past the 7th fret. And I'm all like, that's actually kind of normal for fretless. But I get what he
Right.
says because I guess some of the frets or non-existent frets, I guess something about it not being leveled. I can understand what he says, but like it's no big deal. But I get why
That's
he
the 5
discounted it
string
heavily.
too, right?
Yeah, it's the 5 string.
That's the one that
But-
has the like recycle material fretboard, right?
Yeah, it's the Richlight. Richlight
Yeah.
fingerboard. I've actually had experience with Richlight before from NS Design. They have their NXT 5A or 4A. Also Richlight.
I mean, you got to be respectful when you're sucking. That's all I'm doing.
I like it. I like that he said respectfully because I say that all the time. All the time. So I get
It's like
it.
saying
respectfully.
It's like saying no offense and then saying something
Yeah.
offensive.
Exactly. And I don't
Number
mind
one,
it.
No offense, but you're goofy looking and your mom dresses you funny. But no offense.
you smell funny. You can't read good. No offense.
There you go.
So the question was asked. This is very funny. Where's the foil base? The foil base is. I still have it. I'm not getting rid of it. It plays great. It got recentered. Everything is good on it. It's my downstairs base. I have a setup in my media room, and I have a setup for downstairs. Reason why it's downstairs is I thought I was going to be having surgery. So I won't be able to walk up the stairs. I can still play because I have a whole setup downstairs. I just haven't moved it back upstairs. I still got the tinfoil base. It sounds great. I might use it tomorrow, actually. I'm playing Goldie tomorrow. I just put some new strings on it. Some new foundation, boys. Oh, shit. So I did sound check, and they were like, "Hey, Bully, let me get a signal. Go ahead and turn it up, and then set it how you would normally set it to play the gig." I set it up, and it came in, and it was like, "Ooh!" Shit. I was like, "You
like
want me to
that.
lay something? You want me to lay something down?" They was like, "Yeah, go ahead and get about 20 seconds of it." I was like, "All right." Double thump, double thump, double thump, double thump. And then all that for me to play 1, 6, 4, 5. So they was like, "Yeah, that's the bass. Don't play any other bass up here. This is the one. This is the one." I was like, I'm not gonna agree to that because you obviously haven't seen my room. And they were like, "What are you talking about?" And then I showed them my channel. They were like, "Jesus Christ, why?" So yeah, man. So that's the newer bass that you got for a steel. And did you give up something to get that bass on her?
No, when I saw the price, I was like, all right, better go into my savings and plunk.
If
Dang it.
you watch the video that one gets shown, you'll know that the answer is the opposite of that because I think Sono picked up like 4 dozen bases that he kept showing off, and then picked this up, then I picked this up, and then I got one of these, then there's this one over here.
Oh yeah. Most of them actually have been either returned or I just don't play anymore. So I just kind of, like you said, traded off towards another bass that I got.
Yeah.
I would say the recent one, which was like maybe about a week ago, is actually the same bass that I gifted Floof because the original plan was I wanted to have 2 of them. One to swap out
gifted?
the neck. Yeah, I gifted Floof the second.
The Jag.
The Jag?
Yeah, the
Jag?
Jaguar.
Oh man, you a good dude, bro.
So
he loves
this
that
one
thing.
here,
Okay. Oh.
I
with the
bought
block
a second
inlays.
one.
Twinsies.
Yeah. I bought
Oh,
a second one because originally I wanted to take off this neck and put it into another body base that I have laying around. But I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. I just only want to keep one. And I just been kind of, minimalizing lately where I just want just one of, each base, but different length. Because right now I'm kind of in a Jaguar moment or Jaguar phase where I want
Okay.
one in long scale, short scale. And then the next one I want is the medium scale one from the Classic Vibe series.
Okay.
But
That's not bad.
yeah,
Yeah.
but right now,
$300 Affinity series.
yeah. But right now I'm kind of contemplating whether to keep the bridge like this or add gold.
Ooh.
See, the shop I work with has one that the person swapped it out for a gold badass, but when they brought it in originally, it had they'd replaced the tuners with gold. I don't know if they were Wilkinsons or what.
That's what I need to do. I need to go
And I
ahead and
looked
buy
at it,
those.
and they have it at $230, and I know I'd get a good deal when I go buy it because they have I think of their 21 bases there, 9 of them are mine. But Like I thought about picking it up, but then I was like, then I have to find the gold tuners. I want them to have I'm either going to want to get hip shot ultralights, or I'm going to want to get it where it matches the screw pattern. And then the other thing is the control knob cover, not the pick guard, whatever you call the other bit. I would want to find one of those in gold, because that'd be weird having gold bridge, silver, gold.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You want to match the aesthetic with all gold, because that's where I'm currently going through for that Jaguar, because I kind of wanted to keep the control plate gold, or not gold, silver, or whatever it is, chrome. But I'm like, no, I'll just do it all gold, including the knobs. But the only thing I'll leave are the black knobs. You know, the stack knob on the bottom? I'll just leave that black, but just have the gold top
contrast.
knob. Yeah, give it that
Total
little
class.
contrast.
Nice. Very nice.
But yeah, there's another one that I really like, which, funny enough, it's kind of like I sold my USA Geddy Lee for practically the same amount I paid for this one. Same Geddy Lee, but made in Mexico. However, the only difference is that it has a custom paint job.
Okay.
Ooh,
And it's a
Come
mirror
on,
pick guard.
Sheesh. God.
that's
That's
sexy.
sexy.
That's almost a lighter sister of yours, Bully. Got that
Yeah,
light blue instead of the dark
that's
blue.
that's the younger sister of mine. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Jesus Christ.
That mirrored pick guard, like that's so pretty. Yeah, there we go. Look at those
Yeah,
beautiful people
man.
on that computer screen right there.
I know. Let me see if I can do the
Oh.
reflection. There we go.
It's like the guy who paid for, I don't remember what pay-per-view it was, but he was on YouTube and he paid for some pay-per-view and he got like real close to his camera and you could see the pay-per-view in his glasses and he just sat there for like an hour during this whatever sporting event. People were like, don't move. Don't move. You sneeze. This is all ruined. See, and you guys had all had that one, what was it, Fiesta Red Squire. And the shop that I work all the time, it has one. I think it's the same one, but it has the pick guard was replaced with one that's andadized, and it's
Oh,
been there
interesting.
for a long time. And I look at it and I'm like, I've never been a P pickup. Like, I'm not, Floof, who's like every other thing has a P pickup. Like, I even built the first base I built had a P pickup. It was an Explorer body, and it was out of like an old, I think, Harmony. I just got bored and decided during the pandemic to build something. So I built a 4-string P base that was an Explorer body, and it had a Cort neck. It was a monstrosity. I ended up dying. I used a tint, like stain. That's what it's called. I used stain on it, and it was like Christmas tree green. It was ugly. It's ugly as hell. It's at that music shop right now, and they can't sell it because nobody wants it. But I see the Fiesta Red one. I'm like, everyone really liked that, and that andadized pick guard is so pretty. And then I look at it, and I'm like, I know I wouldn't play it. Just know I wouldn't.
Listen,
You ever-
you know yourself,
yeah.
and that's good. You know yourself.
has It has a headstock, and it's not multi-scale, and it's sad.
If you ever do want the original pick guard for those bases, I do have one. If you ever just want it.
If you ever want to play something that isn't fretless, that has no head, then I'll send you
Yeah,
something.
by all means. When I got serious playing bass, because my first bass was a BC Rich, hated it. Well, back then I didn't hate it, but looking it back after years later, hated it.
What was it?
So, I mean, it's the ergonomics and just how bad it is.
No,
like,
I
body
mean
shape
like
wise.
Warlock or a Beast or
Oh no, it was just like the made in China ones, like the very, very low
Oh.
end. Yeah, so nothing spectacular. But after that, I did buy myself a Gibson by Steinberger Spirit bass, and that had been my bass for 10 years. I love headless instruments. Even to this day, I still do. Hold on.
the disappointment is real.
Hold on, I got something for that.
Is that me? Is that my voice? Is that my voice?
It could be.
I don't know. I don't think so. I got it from that video of the guy training his dog.
Oh man, I thought that was my voice because you did use me for a clip in one of your
Oh,
videos.
yeah, only for a clip, not like a voice installed into a soundboard I
That's
have here.
that's on his other soundboard, Bully.
Yeah,
that's for the one of when he
hey,
puts
yo.
friend of the channel, Bully the Kid, and then he's just got his arm off to the side, and you keep hearing sound clips that make it sound like you're actually. He just has a still photo. Bully's camera's been acting up today. It keeps freezing. I don't know what's going on. Don't worry if his shirt changes during this, but.
Yes, but yes,
The
I've
best
been a
place
headless
player
player.
I've ever seen. Sono Jono.
But yes, however, I have been a headless bass player for a very long time, and I do miss owning one because I used to have like maybe half a dozen of headless basses in my arsenal. But I just got rid of them because I wanted to go back to like traditional, just to kind of like feel that headstock experience and just kind of understand like, all right, this is kind of going back to the basics, understanding the fundamentals, and understanding that, yeah, headstock is a good approach. Headless is more for something like ergonomic, more, safe carry travel, stuff like that. And I still appreciate them. I wouldn't say I'm partners with Ennis Design, but I know the whole team. I even let them know, hey, if I ever like ask if I can borrow one of your basses for my content, they're cool with it. I just haven't made that decision yet, just because I need to fix things on my end before I like start, introducing the higher end spectrum of headless instruments in the market. Because unfortunately, Ennis Design basses are like in the $4,000 range. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Very expensive. But I will advocate that the middle of the line, which is their NXT4A, it's the around 2K range, which is, again, decently affordable, but it's, light years better than a 4K one. But yeah, not the cheapest.
I'm about to say the expensive ones. Like I remember when Lob had all the videos coming out all the time, and it was always like, here's a cheap bass you can pick up. Here's a cheap bass. And then if there was something expensive, it was like, this is an old vintage bass that they don't make anymore, but it came into my possession. So, but then it started being like, here's a Fodera somebody loaned me. This cost $1,000, and
Yeah.
you could buy one if you really want it, or you could buy every other bass I've reviewed this year. It's your choice.
Correct. And I'm not no sales marketer for a team that I'm backed up by to where I'm like convincing everyone to like buy.
Use the discount code in the description, and I get 10% of the sales, and I
Pretty
quit my
much.
job because 10% of a $4,000, I get $400 every time someone buys one of these basses. This is.
I mean, if there was a company that I genuinely
Yeah.
genuinely like, then I can understand the grift behind it. Because, who wants to go
Yeah.
work a regular basic 9 to 5 job, right? If you want YouTube to be your career,
Oh,
gung ho, right?
I would love if my job was 9 to 5, but I enjoy what I do. It's fun having one day that's 6 to 3 and the next day that's noon to 9, and then yeah.
Flexibility.
Well,
Nah, I'm
Sure.
completely fine on that, man. I'm good. I'm good on that. I need
You know what you need?
stability.
you know what you need, Sono, is an EHB 1506.
Oh, the
Why
six.
Why are you
one?
trying to get rid of that bass, man? What's going
It's
on
at
with
the
that
music.
bass?
It's at the music shop right now. Just the 6 strings doesn't appeal to me. I got it because I was like, the first 6 string I got was the Harley Benton Progressive Series 6 string fretless. And I was
okay.
like, I don't have a fretless. I don't have a 6 string. I can get both of them for $130. So I ordered one that came in, and I was like, and it's an unlined fretless too. So I was just staring at it going,
What
think
do
the
I do?
notes somewhere around here. That's probably right. And I noodled on it for like a couple months, hung it on the wall, and then I don't think I ever took it back down outside that first week. And then when I was clearing everything, I was like, this one's going, because I didn't play it. Like I can't stand having something on the wall that I know I won't play.
That's fair.
So, but like, if you want a 6 string multi-scale, it's sitting at the shop. I can just go pick it up. Send it over.
Different scale lengths for the Jaguar basses? Probably not. Majority of all my basses I have here are all standard, except for one. It's a drop D tuning, but that was just to fill in for a local band that played metal. And I just only did that shortly. It wasn't like a long-term thing. It was like maybe about a couple weeks. Like under a month, actually. Under a month. Yeah, that's it.
What's going on here? Red Squire base with gold anodized pick dart could be 40th anniversary.
Those are good. The recent anniversary squires are so good. I like the jazz bases though, but that's just because I love jazz bases in general.
I'm actually about to get rid of my vintage too.
What?
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah. Yeah,
Is
the
it-
jazz one, the jazz version.
See, okay.
I
I was
don't-
about to
I
ask
don't-
what pickups it has.
Yeah, the jazz one. The P one, I'm not getting. She is not going anywhere.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know what options there were. I'm
Yeah,
guessing that's a Fender, right? Or is it
yeah.
Squire?
It's a Fender.
Okay.
But the jazz one,
They don't
it's,
have soap bar or humbucker, so
Nah. I mean, you could put
Like, I look
something
on-
in there, but
Wow.
that would be a waste because the base itself costs $2,500.
yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. So
Like I look
I'm
at my
actually-
wall, everything is soap bar, humbucker, or the one Harley
the
Benton
thing-
that's a PJ.
If you have a thing, you have a thing. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm gonna be swapping, and I don't know how you're gonna feel about this, Sono. I'm gonna be swapping the guts of my Harley Benton, the all black one that I put the DiMarzio pickups and the Obsidian wire passive system in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna swap the guts with the Sonic, the Squire Sonic.
Oh, that's going to be an interesting comparison. Yeah.
Yes. So the idea is this. My brother wants to actually. I've already bought him an amp. It's coming out on the channel probably next week. I bought him a bass amp because he said he's down to get into it. And I'm
Nice.
like, hey, I'm your pusher man. So there's that. And I was like, hey, I really like the Sonic. I really like this Harley Benton, but I can't. I'm not gonna give him this Sonic because I like how it feels. So what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm gonna take the flats off of the Harley Benton, and then swap strings and then swap guts. So it's gonna be the Sonic, right? But it's gonna have the DiMarzio gold pickup, the pick guard, gold screws, and I'm gonna go and put in a Wilkinson pick bridge and tuners into it. I might the way I'm leaning towards is the Wilkinson black with brass saddles, and then all black open face tuners on the Sonic. So it should be black tuners, and then I don't know, man. I don't know. I gotta look at what it looks like after I do it. So these are the bases that I'm talking about. So did that swap, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Has the black hardware. It has flats on it right now. It has the SIT flats on it right now. And I'm going to pair that. I'm going to swap the guts with this space if I can grab it. Here.
So good.
So I'm going to put that pick guard. I don't know how it's going to look. It might be crazy. that might
I
be
mean-
crazy.
It'll be cool with that green.
I agree.
We're gonna see. It's gonna happen. But yeah, I'm gonna take this and then swap guts. It should be
So it's going to be the multicolor pick guard with the gold hardware in the green body.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
It's gonna
I like
it's
it
gonna
already.
be it's gonna be talking a lot. I don't know.
The one that I have them like designing right now, they were asking like, okay, what are you thinking on this? I was like, I want it like a transparent white finish. If there's any bursting, I want a white. Like I want this thing to look like it's been sitting like on a beach for years, being bleached by the sun. I want something that looks like a bone white. And they asked, okay, they said, what about hardware? I was like, gold, just gold. I want this thing to be, I want it to look like a bone, but I want it to look like it came out of a tomb somewhere and it's got cursed jewelry on it that you shouldn't touch.
And it's
Speaking
gonna be
of,
endless.
have any of you got, yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
It's cool.
If you look up, So the company that there are two of them I've talked to. One of them basically has just a custom order form. You fill out everything you want. They tell you the price. The other one is they have a YouTube channel. They're called Lignum. They typically make furniture, but they have super satisfying videos of like the CNC cut them gluing the wood, the CNC carving everything of the stuff that they've made. And they use Delano pickups preferably, and they're like oval shaped. And I haven't seen them like on anything else. I don't think. Have any of you ever
I've seen them.
used
I've
or
seen them on
heard?
some boutique. I've seen those pickups on some boutique joints. I've seen those
I
pickups
think
on some
I
boutique
think what
bases.
because it's supposed to be a 5 string. It'll be headless. It'll be multi-scale. It'll be single cut. The closest thing to the design, if you look up Overload Achilles,
Oh yeah, that
is
brand.
they're out of Rome, Italy, and they're the first ones that I talked to because I really like that shape. Um, but the Lignum ones, one, it might be a bit less expensive, and two, they're willing to modify the design without upping the price like crazy.
Okay. Okay.
That'll
I don't
most
have the
likely
ability to
happen in
share
November.
screen to show the what that looks like, but oh well.
I could look it up if you
Up to you.
it's all
Like
good.
this is
What's the
the
name? So what's the name of it again?
Overload Achilles. Let me try turning this
Oh, with
off and
those
see.
pancake pickups too.
So this is from their actual design that they have in CAD. And then the red is my adjustment of shape, adding of contours. They're going to do a single pickup rather than three because I guess these pickups are very large. But
Oh shit. Hold up.
that's
Hold
the
up. What is
general shape.
what's the what's the
The
base
model is
base of this?
a- Achilles
Yeah, I know that, but Achilles
Overload.
5 Mark II Ginger signature. What is it?
Well,
I'm
the
here.
closest. I mean, if you look through like their album worth of photos, like a photo album. They have a bunch, but the ginger signature is the closest thing. But of course, color wise and everything else would be different.
Let's look at the
So
price. What is the price?
They don't list it.
Ah, that makes
yeah,
sense. So
you
that
know what
means
that
if you don't,
means.
yeah, exactly.
Their order. Oh, there
If you
you can.
asking, you can't afford it.
Yep, that's
Well,
exactly
and
funny enough. Yep.
their order form, like all you have to do is contact them, and then they send you the order form, and it actually lists the base price, no pun intended, but pun intended. And then how much each edition would be. Like if you want it made out of Zercoat, if you want it made out of Wingay, if you want Purple Heart, they list what each option is and how much it costs. But on the Achilles, the base price is
Ooh.
€2,200.
So 2,500 American. Is
Yeah.
this what you
Fuji.
talking about?
That Fujin's looking nice.
That is very
Yeah,
nice.
it caught my eye too. It caught my eye immediately. I was like,
That's good.
That's nice.
What's the inlay?
Yeah.
What's the inlay say?
So the
Oh,
inlays are usually
Ginger.
Is that what it says?
that one
D
is
N
D and
D N
DS.
B S.
It's gonna be for like the signature of who designed it or something. Like the Achilles one says JNJR for the ginger. It's the band that like it has the
Hell.
oh yeah, they have
Vapor
some
Burst?
beautiful. Go up to this go
Yeah.
up to the center where it says custom shop, and you can actually see all of the options they provide. Like I wish they had a generator like how like Kiesel has and stuff, because that'd be super
Hmm.
fun just to go build stuff. But the Achilles, I really love that. I love that look, like that cutaway, the angular but the round, the basically single cut shape.
Yeah,
That's that's
I
so
don't.
cool.
In my mind, it's missing pieces, and I don't know how to feel about it because I play sitting down and also standing up, right? So I feel like this would be like for my body, this would work better, but I would lean in on this.
Looks like a Strandberg or whatever they're called.
Yeah,
Steinberg.
I've noticed that most of their body designs come from other manufacturers, which is a little bit like a red flag for me because I don't know, laws and all that stuff.
They
But
change it just to
Well,
it's
I
great,
mean,
though. I
the
think it's
bottom half is definitely like a Strandberg, but the top is quite a bit different.
yeah,
It's just different enough that there shouldn't be a legal problem.
Who
Yeah.
are your artists? Y'all know any of these people?
Sleep Token, only one band that I just spotted.
That right there, boy. Mm.
And look at the finish on that Thomas
Hello.
O'Malley.
What's going on here? All right.
Honestly,
He
thought
plays the
that dude that
Achilles.
Bully was hovering over there looked like Post Malone. I was like, damn, I didn't know he played guitar too.
You got Roman Reigns, man. That's crazy.
Imagine they don't have testimonials; they just rip people from like Google images and just be like, all right, boom.
You know
This
who
dude
plays
looks like
this
he
bass?
plays.
Everybody.
Oh, this dude's Post Malone.
I was like, yo, is that Post Malone? Oh,
That's
awesome.
funny, dog. That's funny. Oh snap! I seen some anime characters that look like this. Boogie.
Interesting.
Oh,
All right,
all right. Oh, you got
that's
it.
like some cyberpunk aesthetic right there.
Yeah, you got
I mean,
it.
I was
whatever you
thinking
want.
Manson, but
Yeah, it might as well be.
beautiful people.
It's pretty cool though. Are you not entertained?
This is pretty cool.
Yeah,
And
it's
because
good.
because I found it, Bully. Here's you a photo I sent in the hang chat. If somebody really likes the Achilles, they can get a really good deal.
Which chat?
I,
The
I
Instagram?
sent I sent you a picture on IG. Yeah.
Okay. No. Shut up. That's a ripoff. Nah, man.
Well, of course it is, but I mean,
What the heck you talking about, dog? Nah, I'm not even gonna bring that
You-
to the internet. For,
well,
for fear
Sono
that
was saying
somebody-
Sono was saying how the Achilles kind of looks like the Strandberg. Show it. They're
No, I'm not
completely
gonna show.
different
I don't
for
want to give
legal
any
reasons.
shine to that.
Oh, I ordered one because
What?
I just want to see.
Why?
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
You got ripped. Okay, bro.
If
All
it
right,
don't
let's
show
just
up, I
bring
get
this
my
in.
money back. It'd be all right.
Would
There
you go through PayPal?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I have a Chase Platinum, so like I can come back 6 months later and be like, hey, this thing that I bought, I got a hold of them. The warranty's not holding up. I need this fixed, and they'll take like 2 weeks to investigate and get back to me and be like, they won't answer us, so we're reversing the charges. Here you go. No,
There you
that's
go.
from AliExpress.
Oh, I was
So
gonna
I
say.
know it's the risk, but hey,
Yeah.
it's
mean-
it's the shape and but here's the fun thing. I don't know if you can do it because I know you've tried to zoom before, but if you look, the 12th fret actually has the J
Set
in JR.
JNGR. Yeah.
J, yeah, it is 100% a ripoff of the Achilles Ginger bass, and it's like, and the thing is, like, I messaged the person and I was like, hey, what's the back of the neck look like we talked about on Sunday? I was like, is it just untreated maple? And they were like, how do you want it? Like, we make them one at a time. So I was like, okay. Either make it match the gray, or if you could do like, and I sent a picture of a real one, like a real Achilles from their Facebook page. It's like, could you make it look like this? I can try. I was like, well, try. If it don't look right, I'm going to complain about it. Like, don't tell me, yeah, I'll try and do a burst effect, but it might just look like crap. Well, if it does,
Who's playing that? What was that? Who's playing
My bad. I
that? That's
forgot to
you?
mute. I forgot to mute.
What are you playing?
This was my short scale Squire Jaguar with Nordstrom pickups. The neck pickup is the NP4A, and the bridge pickup is a NJ4 hum canceling bridge
That's
pickup.
a delicious sound right there. Give me some of
Yeah.
that. Go ahead.
I
No, you got to
added
say it.
inlays because originally they didn't have inlays, so I just got like some stickers off eBay for like $20.
when you said you added inlays, I was thinking like, man, somebody doing some luthiering right
So
here.
both pickups. Neck. And then bridge. There we go.
It's tasty. Oh God!
That's
Wait,
cool.
what happened? You just
I like it.
turbocharged it? What happened? You got louder over for some reason.
That was me.
Me?
by accident.
Oh, that was not
Playing
me.
Too.
Oh, my bad. My bad. What the hell you got? Proper? You front stage.
There we go.
Okay, so check this out. This is a Yamaha TRB 5P. The 5 is 5 strings, right? And the P is piezo pickup
Oh,
in the bridge. So
All right.
let me see if I could be smooth like Sono for a second here.
yeah, man. Get in there. You got it.
This
You got it.
is the all right. So there's no blend knob on this, which is like weird. So everything's on all the time,
Okay.
right? And this is basically with all right. Everything is at 12 o'clock, and the piezo's off right now.
Hey. Move the mic back. Move the mic back because I'm getting a whole bunch of string noise. Go for it. Now get in.
Okay, so you get an idea of how it sounds. Right?
Yeah, what the hell was that? What? You got some explaining to do, bro. What was that Manador shit you just played right there?
Yeah, you got some bass playing in to do.
It's something,
Like I was like, oh hey.
well, hold on, wait, 'cause I am the little free time I do have to play. I've been working on some stuff, like, and that's basically like part of it.
Yeah. Run it. Hey man, hold up. If I could tweak you,
Got to start singing in Spanish now.
if I could tweak you,
Tweak me.
play it just a little bit slower. Play it just a little bit. Slow it down.
Amor, amor, amor.
I can't speak Spanish, but if I could, I'll get in there.
Yo quiero mucho amor.
I just okay. So you have an idea of how that sounds out. That's
Yes.
everything at 12 o'clock. The piezo's turned off. So now the piezo. This is just all piezo. now.
Same groove, right?
Same groove.
Sounds like an acoustic.
Dude, it's
Yeah.
It sounds like an acoustic.
it's
Love
so
those.
good.
But I'm not upset at it. Mix them. Can you
Some
add them?
flamenco on
This is
that.
this is half piezo, half
Yeah,
pickup.
yeah, I'm interested. So, in my mind, keep going. In my mind, no, keep going. In my mind, there's a saloon, and there's a guy walking towards the saloon, and the camera's at his feet, and you see the saloon in the background, and there's tumbleweeds and wind blowing through. Then he opens up the saloon doors, has his head down, has the cap over there. He goes and sits at the bar, and he says, "Hit me."
Now all Bully
The
needs.
bartender punches him in the face.
Now all Bully needs is a blunt on the other hand. And it's like, you know what? For the homies.
Just yeah, it's this whole motion right here. puts it out immediately.
That's some good shit.
You said to meet me at high noon. I'm here.
Mírame.
El Toro Loco!
Maria.
Míralo
I
más.
mean, I
Mírame,
like.
Maria.
I just want to know what Bully put it out with, because like
My
I
foot.
hope that wasn't. I was hoping it wasn't the person next to you. Just reach over.
Oh no, it's El Toro Loco!
Mira lo que he hecho. Mi hijo habla en español.
El Toro Loco.
He's- I mean,
That actually is a pretty mean like, villain name. Everyone's running inside at high noon.
Everybody's shutting their shutters as I walk down the street.
Go to Charlie
that
G's
picture.
comment.
What's up? Hold up. Charlie G. This one?
Yeah.
Damn, this last round always makes me want to spend
Dude,
money.
it's a habit that never ever ever goes
It never.
away.
No worries,
Gas,
no worries.
Gas
worst.
is
It's the
terminal.
worst.
Now, here's the thing, man. I like that progression, and it's gonna be stuck in my head. We might need to talk so I can steal it and then throw it on something. You need to throw that on something. If you don't, I will.
Okay, here's the thing. Actually, you know what? I have an idea. You could watch this back and you could figure it out and then hear how it is. I can't really play it in a cool way, but you could take it and do what you want with it. But I already have you know what I mean, and we'll see who has
Oh,
we'll
it's
see who comes up with
you do
what
your
idea.
thing and I do my
Absolutely.
thing, and then we
Yeah.
compare notes.
Yes.
Oh man.
AKA don't steal my shit, make up your own shit.
I mean, which is completely fine, except
Yeah, I
you
love
need
it.
to do something, motherfucker. You need to do something.
Yeah, because again, if that
That was
happens,
nasty, man.
There's enough meat on the bone there.
It's so good. I was like, oh, you just need to slow that thing down and do it.
there's a couple of good cuts that can come off that film.
oh yeah.
Yeah, man, you got the juice. And here's another thing that you may not agree with. This sound sounds like a Cirrus.
Yeah.
This one.
Agreed.
That one sounds like a Cirrus. It has that type of, it has
So?
that piano type of sound.
Beauty is
So
a
so
PX.
here, if you could play that and then swap to the Cirrus bass. I'm just telling you, if you can't hear it, let's just do it.
All right. Now we'll swap real quick.
We're gonna do it
go
live.
ahead.
We're gonna do it live.
We're gonna do it live.
Do it live.
I played it on the Cirrus. The Cirrus has got
There
its
we
own
go.
set of cajones, as they say, since we're on the Spanish theme here. Oh, jeez. All right.
Oh, stop. Don't have me steal it. Right here on the spot. Where is it? You good?
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm good.
I start on the 12th fret.
No, you ain't got to tell me. I ain't gonna steal it. But go ahead. Roll off some of the bass. Same thing. It's gonna sound exactly the same.
You know what? I'm starting to hear it now.
Yeah. Yeah, the more bass you roll off, the more it sounds like that piezo sound. That's crazy.
Sorry.
Oh man, you good, man. Thank you. Uh, you said it, and I've heard you. Oh shit, fuck you, man. Uh, you, you played it, and I was like, "What bass is that?" And then it wasn't the series. I was like, "That's interesting that you can pull that same sound out of a different bass." And then what else can it do? Because you have regular pickups, plus you have piezo pickups that you can mix in. And I usually don't like the sound of acoustic basses. You know this, but like I don't mind that one. It still sounds like a bass, more like a double bass than a acoustic bass.
Okay, so check it out. I just from like playing around with it, when you have that like piezo pickup all the way on, like if you don't want all of your like sloppy playing to come through that, you gotta like you have to play like very deliberately. Like you have to like be on point because I'm naturally like a sloppy player. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like I make mistakes all the time. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But like
Shit, we're not perfect.
yeah, but with the piezo, like it comes like every little thing you do comes through that. So it's like you have to be a little more careful when you play. You know,
Yeah, man. Say that shit louder to the people in the back.
you have to be you have to play a little bit more careful on a piezo, guys.
I like Charlie G's comment. I love the sound. I like the sound of an acoustic bass. I just don't like acoustic basses.
Me too.
There you go. Here you go. Hold up. That's right. That right there.
We meet again, Batman.
What the hell? What just happened?
People were cheering for the Joker bass.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. This is my noodle. It's my noodle bass, man. Every time I play it, I like different stuff. So like right now, I'm on the back pickup with the tone all the way up. No EXB dialed in, no front pickup, right? So that's where my head has been this whole time. So yeah. So that's my equivalent. And I could do the let's see. There it goes.
Shannon was asking, those ones are the DRs, right? Those aren't the Aurora or whatever they were.
No, these are DR Neons. I do have Aurora strings that are probably going to go on this next. They're the blue ones. But I had these green ones on my sire. And I was like, I'm not going to have another opportunity very soon to make a Joker bass. I need to take this opportunity to make this
Keep
Joker
it.
bass.
Keep it.
Got to do it.
Don't swap them. Keep it. Or get green. Either that or get green Auroras. One or the other.
If that wasn't
Like
short
looking at
scale,
that
I
bass
would probably
makes
get
me
one of
want
those.
colored strings.
Sounds great, man. This is space.
And that's a 32, right? So see, Sono, you have a purple 32-inch scale bass that's, you know, not an offbeat, but
Listen, they are cooking. They are in there cooking. I have a bass that's coming from them, and they were like, "Hey, we know what you're about. We know what your brand is, but you don't do many videos with pedals. Here's your opportunity to do videos with pedals. This
Are all their
bass
basses
screams
short
for it.
scale?
Not all of them. If you ask for it, they'll make a regular scale. But the guy, Micah himself, is probably Sonos size. So he likes shorter
I see.
scale basses.
Okay.
That's his thing. This is short scale. And then I thought I asked for a full scale 5-string bass. But he was like, he did a 32. And I was like, why is everything so accessible? I don't,
Like
everything's
like in
here.
No wonder they follow me and like every video I post. I think they want to market me a 32-inch.
Well, here's the thing, man. If you talk to them, there's a high probability that they may send you something over. And they're
Yep.
in Colorado, so it's like, you know, all
Yeah.
you got to do is just chop it up. I just basically reached out to them. I was like, hey, your basses aesthetically look dope as heck. So if you need somebody to demo them for you because you don't really have a YouTube presence like that, use me. And they were like, all right, cool. So
Sick.
that was 2 years ago. And, you know, my trade-off was they didn't pay me to do my demos. It was really my thoughts. And they were like, what do you want as a payment? And I was like, we'll do, I don't know, 6 or 7 videos, 5 videos, whichever one you want to do. And then you make me a bass that I want. And I want a 5-string from you. And he was like, we never done 5-string. That's exactly what I want then. And they were
That's
like,
good.
so they created it. This monster, yeah. I didn't have a purple bass. And this is something that you got to experience, man.
It looks amazing.
There's something about that stain, bro.
I like the
it's
pickup size
crazy.
too. That'll be different.
EMGs.
Yep. I will have to
So-
say though, I am a believer of 5 strings because I got one on my lap right now, and the B string is so beautiful. Like I do
it's
miss,
wonderful.
I do genuinely miss playing a 5 string. I just haven't really experienced a good one. Most of the times I come with the 5 bass, they're good, but they just don't do it for me anymore. Maybe just because I don't spend too much time on it. But I've been spending a lot of time with my Jackson 5 bass string right here. Kind of like the
Hey.
entry level.
Uh-huh.
And,
Hey, well, you
know,
got one. You got one. Yeah.
Yeah,
He has
Exactly.
He has mine, my old one. He has my Spectrum. He wanted it. So gave him a great deal. He got it. Look at that. So no.
Are there strings
Oh,
on it?
dope!
Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
it.
that's my old bass. He put tapes on it.
Of course I did. Put tapes on everything.
I mean, I'm
It
not a
didn't
fan
have-
of tapes,
it
but
didn't-
if he
didn't
likes
have
them,
my
he likes them.
autograph, but you know, whatever.
You know what? You're gonna have to let that go, my boy. You're gonna have to let that
No,
go.
I'm gonna bring it to Base House, and you go sign it. That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna show up to Base House, and I'm gonna have everything off my wall in the back of the truck. Like anyone who wants to try one of these out, here you go. I'll bring if
Oh.
it hasn't sold, I'll bring the 6-string EHB and just put it in
It
someone's
has
luggage.
there's so much content that can possibly be made. I'm gonna have to figure out a way. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to friggin' how am I gonna do it? I'm probably gonna have to bring a whole nother suitcase with like all of my drums in it and try to figure that out. And like disassemble some drums, put them in a case along with an amp, and then ship that as a separate bag. Because that's the only way it could work. Because everybody's gonna be playing bass, and nobody's gonna be able to like play freaking drums or
I can keep a
keys or
simple
something.
beat. I can do a very simple beat.
Oh, I can play a bunch on drums. It'll sound like crap, but I could play a bunch.
Hey, me too.
There'll be a bunch of playing going on. There you go. Lay down a beat to that, everybody.
All right, B string.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What do you?
I hear
That's
your
on the
B
Jackson.
string.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's good. So good.
Okay. All right. So
Do you have the make it good switch turned on?
I do.
Good, good. It's in passive. That's what it means. I don't know if you saw it, but I was pointing out to Bully that I got it, and I like, oh no, I plugged it in, it wouldn't make any noise. I was like, oh no, somehow it got broken shipping. I flipped the switch, it turns on, I opened the back, and there's no battery. I was like, Bully knows me well. He didn't even fix it. These things cost like $1 a piece. I ain't wasting on him. He ain't gonna turn that switch on anyway.
Give me my damn battery. That wasn't intentional. I really didn't know that it didn't have a battery in it.
I just shot
which also
Offbeat a
tells you-
message about my multi-scale 5-string. I just sent them. I'm sure that I don't know if they'll say yes, but I sent them a message.
Yeah, well, you got a name drop too? You were like, "Hey, Bully told me to send y'all a message."
Oh, I put Bully the Kid bracket Alan Brown in bracket said to reach out to you. So here it is. Those were the exact words. So here it is. I want
this
a
is what I want.
5-string multi-scale single cut bass. Can y'all
Can
do
you
that?
do it?
And
Oh,
then,
that's custom,
and then hit
custom.
send. Hit send. That's it.
Yeah.
If they come back with no, okay, sounds good.
I mean, it's better than getting a response from a specific person from EMG. It's no call outs. I just saw it from a Discord chat. I guess one person wanted a specific pickup like cover or the case custom, and the literal response from one of the EMG representatives was just exactly that. No, period. No explanation of why. Just
I mean, we're not gonna waste your time. No.
pretty much. But hey, honestly, I got that response too in person 5-6 years ago when I went to a official bass
Same
clinic
guy.
/ bass hang in Santa Ana. I met Kerry Nordstrand, and at the time I had my my Steinberger headless bass, and I wanted a custom pickup from Nordstrand because EMGs weren't doing it for me. So I told him, hey, I actually brought the bass too. Hey, I don't know, because you said that you make custom pickups. I was wondering if you could make custom pickup for this, and imagine this was Steinberger. He looks at me, he's all like, oh no, that's too expensive for us to even do that. And I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. Like a good answer, but also at the time I was like,
It's-
too expensive.
It's too
I mean,
expensive
well, you gotta-
for
you
us
gotta-
to make a product we're going to sell to you.
Correct,
Yeah, well,
but
I
no one
guess
else. And I don't understand.
At some point, the R&D, the sweat equity is
Mm-hmm.
more than the actual profit of selling
Well,
the
yeah.
product.
But I
Exactly.
mean, at that point, I mean, if you're the business representative and you have someone
Mm-hmm.
who walks up with an instrument, I want this, my answer would, granted, I've worked retail for 20 years, so I wouldn't be like, no. I'd be like, let me explain to you that you're talking thousands of dollars for this one pickup.
Exactly.
Because,
And then times it by
and
two.
then then when you look, and then they just look at you. Does that work for you? And then you're like, no, thank you. And then,
No, but
at least
yeah.
give someone the option. Like they might have tens of people in the world who want that pickup after you design it. So
Tens of them.
Yeah.
I
It's
mean,
not the same
if-
type of
if they
energy
get-
as a fender swap.
yeah, but if they get
Exactly.
Sono to pay $8,000 for the R&D, make it, get it wired and ready, and then they have the specs on file, it's the same thing as if you get a company that does like custom shop and they're carving it through CNC. All the real work goes into the development, the CAD, and the programming. Once that's in there, if someone else goes, hey, I really want that, cut, prepare, boom. I mean, prep work on like if it's an instrument, it's like gluing everything, but still, once you've got all the design there, you're done. How many winds does the pickup need if it's hand wound? Because a custom set, it probably will be. But I mean, once you have that groundwork laid,
Okay.
they have
Yep.
30
I
people
need-
in the
I-
next
I
5
need to-
years who want it.
I need to hop into the chat right fast and address some questions. So our Bully Strings DR, we said that these are DR Neons. I do have Aurora strings, but they are blue or maybe orange. No, orange are over there. They're blue, and I'm gonna wait to swap those on, or I may throw them on one of my ladies up there. But the
Those are all
DRs
rounds, right?
Yes. Yeah. I don't have the tape affinity that you do.
Or
Yours
flat,
are black.
I mean.
I need to actually get some tape wounds because I've never played tape wounds, honestly.
They're very, very, very mellow. Very mellow.
Yeah.
Like if you've had flats before, take flats but make them even more mellow.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, make them more darker,
What?
basically.
But all I do is slap. Why would I? Maybe that's just not my bag.
This guy
don't
coming in
think
with the
Ken-
heat with
Ken-
strings, I can outdo you, son. I got fucking 2 drawers of strings.
This is gonna be a silly question, but
Let's
do you
not play
just
this-
slap
let's not
on,
play this
tape
game.
wounds?
Let's not play this game.
Time to string dick measure. Let's fucking go.
Black guy up first wins everything.
You're like, Bully, oh, cool. We're going to do this contest? Me first.
Anyway,
You want a set of tapes, Bully?
yeah, I do. I do want to set a
That's
tape.
awesome.
Let's see.
Dragging condoms in question.
My bad. He's. Ooh, Oh, are they colored or are they just regular, just dragon skin?
Just regular.
How are
Okay,
those? Are those good?
so dig it.
Amazing.
I used to use Red Devil dragon skins because
Yeah.
you know, I think that's actually what I had on the Ibanez base
good.
when I sent it back.
I
Red
thought we were
Red
talking
Devil.
about something else for a second. I'm glad we're still talking about strings.
No, yeah, we're talking about strings. Jesus Christ. Okay.
It's
How am I
Jason
liking
Bourne.
the DR? How am I liking the DR strings? They actually feel pretty good. They wear. I do a lot of bending, so if I was to swap them out on something else, the coating on some of them, if I don't put them on exactly the same way, is worn off. But they still sound pretty fresh, and they do what I need them to do. I took them off of my Sire base, and because this is shorter scale, I got to recut it, so it got a new span of life, kind of. It's what I feel like. I actually need to put some strings on the Sire base I took off, so I might actually spend some time and throw some fusion wounds or something on those. What is it, 45?
Now Sono needs to throw some green strings on that mezzo that he has so that he can have a separate version of the Joker.
I can't.
Not Mark Hamill version, but I mean Cesar Romero at least.
Personally, I've tried the DR neon coated strings, and they're just god awful for me. I hate them.
It's cool. It's cool.
Exactly. And everyone's
Like I used to
prerogative on that.
play. I used to play Black Beauties like exclusively for a long period of time. Before that, I was doing elixirs, but I wanted colored strings, so I just kind of elixirs are like $50 a pack, you know.
While these strings are 35, and they're literally like elixirs.
Yeah, they are, and you're not wrong. But at the time, I was ignorant of strings. This is after I got out of the Ernie Ball cesspool. So I hopped out of the Ernie Ball joint, and then I played a bass with elixirs on it, and I was like, "Oh, this has got to be the way." And then they would last for like 8 months before they go dead, which was great, you know. And then I'm a sweaty-handed person, so I kill strings very fast. So coated was kind of the way that I was going to go. So I switched to Black Beauties.
Whoa. Hold up.
Uh-oh.
What's going on?
Well, while the ghosts are attacking Bully, these are not that cheap. These are like $65
Yeah,
for the
that's
set.
crazy.
But I have a set that has been on the same bass for 2-3 years, and they sound and behave exactly the same.
Now let
Can
me ask
y'all
you a
hear
question.
me?
You play. Yes, now we can. You play
Jesus
tapes a lot.
Christ.
Did you ever have an issue?
It got me too.
With the winding on your like the nylon winding starting to come undone.
There are a few. I mean, out of
Have
the
you ever had that? Have you
literal,
ever
out
had
of the
that?
literal dozens, I've had 2 or 3 that's happened. And I'll say this for Diodario, like I had one that literally I was playing and I noticed that it had a weird like buzz to it and it wasn't fret buzz. So I started looking it over, and down near the ball end, the tape had given way and it had started unwinding. And I got a hold of him, and the guy's name is George Santos. He's the guy who I guess normally does like string questions through their contact. And he asked me what was going on, what happened. I sent him a picture of it, and he was like, "So how new are these?" And I said, "Well, the strings have been on there for a couple months. I said I took that string off. I took one because I always have a backup set in case I have a string break or the tape comes unwound. So I said I opened one of my backup set and I took the string out, and it's for the Diodario, it's the red ball. I took the picture and sent him the one. He said, "Oh, I'll send you another string, and I'm going to send you a whole backup set, so you'll have two backup sets, but one's open, so it's not fresh anymore." But
Right.
Take notes.
I mean,
people.
they.
Just giving some advice to the homies in chat.
Oh.
If your nylon strings come undone, call. What's his name?
Oh yeah, just get all. If it's Diodario, you just send the email in, and it'll probably be George who is the one
you
that
go.
responds.
Is it George or is it Jorge?
No. Then that's good. Honestly, customer
It's
service like that.
George, so
Okay.
Gorge.
it's not a J.
But I agree though, customer service like that is needed actually for string company, because I had that similar situation with SIT strings. One of the balls busted on the G when I was stringing the foundations.
Hate it when my
So-
balls get busted. It's awful.
Right? So I emailed them, showed them the picture, and they're all like, "Oh, yeah, we'll send you a backup." I was like, "Cool." So they gave me a single string, and they made it all good,
And-
made it all right.
And it's weird because
yeah.
I contacted Labella when I was wanting to put tapes on the short multi-scale EHV, the one I had earlier, and I contacted them because Hondo on one of the hangs had said, "Oh, you should try Labella's if you like tapes." And I got a hold of Labella and I was like, "Hey," because I figured out on these, because it's tape, not metal on the outside, it's that nylon, the clamp system that the headless used, it pinches off the tape and it will break. Like the metal will clamp, but the tape will break and it'll unwind. So what I ended up doing was just using some liquid cyanoacrylate, some super glue, and dabbed it around and outside, making a perimeter so the tape, because the liquid will sink into the metal, stop it from unwinding. I got a hold of Labella. I was like, "Hey, I know I'm going to have to do this to stop the nylon from unwinding. Do you guys have a certain one you would recommend because of the multi-scale reasoning? Like, even if I'm paying for individual strings, do you have that?" And the lady who I talked to on the phone was like, "No, don't do that. Like, don't get our string for that, because if it goes bad, like, you're using it outside of what." Because like they even have, like, if it's through body, you get a certain set. If it's, through bridge, it's a different set, and they want it where it is not any part of the string that's touching the like tuning pole piece. So I was like, "So I understand it might cost me like $80 to get a set of these tapes. Like, I can tell you the measurement so I can have it clamping on the silk, but the string is still sitting on the nut properly." And she was like, no, we're not going to do that." And I was like, "Okay, I've heard a lot about like how nice the Labellas are. I guess you don't want to risk your strings getting broken and having someone be like, 'I paid all this money for a thing you told me wouldn't work. How dare it not work?' But that's why those are still in the package. They were given to me for free when I ordered. Those were given to me when I ordered the F10. So I was like, okay, they're here. I guess they can go on the F10 because it's not headless. But they're also white, which is interesting since everything other tapes I've used are black.
So I'm going to answer Shannon's question real quick before I got to go. And then that's it for me. Right now, my favorite strings are the SIT Foundations. But before I found those, it was the Roto Sound Swing Bass 66s. That was a good one. And before that, it was Diodario Pro Steels. And also, there's one other that, like, I haven't really been able to find them. Dean Markley Blue Steels. Those are really good, too.
Rip.
Rip, right?
I know. Those were the
Yeah.
best strings back then.
They were awesome.
But yeah, I'll answer Shannon's question too, because right now it's in between. Right now it's the Dunlop Dual Dynamics. I used to have the packaging around here. I don't have it anymore. But I went back to DR right now because, they recently brought out these new strings, which are basically the coated. And I really like them. A matter of fact, I did grab this bass while, in the background. This bass has the DR Dragon Skin Quantum Nickels on it. And I love them. They sound huge and punchy. They sound so good. And I'll see you later, Prop. Because, yeah, I guess he signed out for the day. But, no, I love the Quantum Nickel strings. They're really good and punchy and really loud. But I like how they sound when I slap bass on it.
That's pretty sweet.
I love those strings so much.
Mm-hmm.
But it does have that coated feel though. It's good. Not sticky, not too tacky. It's just it's like an actual string. You don't feel the coating at all.
Have you played
ask you
tapes
this.
and tapes before? I know Bully says he hasn't.
Yeah, I've done tapes. They're okay. I think they're good for specific basses. Like the one I had before I sold it last week, it was the semi-hollow fretless bass. That sounded
The
really
Ibanez?
good on that bass. Yeah. Like that sounded good.
I remember
But-
when you were
yeah,
talking about it when it was debuted at NAMM, you said you wanted to put tapes on it.
Correct. Yeah. I would like to do that for that one for that new Ibanez bass that he came out with the Nordstrom pickups. And yeah. I would do that
Bully's
sometime.
definitely not changing to tapes because we can hear the string going through things.
Yeah. No. No.
Tapes do not go zzz as you put them through; they just go.
I hear what you're saying, and that's cool. But I don't have any tapes, so. Here's a question for you: do you prefer string through body or do you string through bridge?
If I was given the option for string through, I would do string through. But I noticed that how basses have the two options, like Sire, you can do string through or the bridge. I would just do string through. I just think it
You do string
resonates
through?
better. Yeah.
Okay. So I normally do string through. So this particular time, because I'm doing something different, I'm gonna do through bridge, and I'm using the all bridge.
Nice.
This bad mumbo jumbo right here. So
Oh, cool.
yeah, it's nice.
For half a second, I thought that it was a 4-string and that the string spacing must be like 2 centimeters. I was like, the hell?
No.
I'm about to say I only have one bass that has the option of string through, and it's that LTD Stream, but it
The
wouldn't
Jackson
work.
though? The Jackson doesn't?
I don't think so. No, because it has the simple single piece bridge, like the 5 individual bridge pieces. But
okay.
the LTD has it, and I started to, but the string, because tapes are typically thicker than your standard string, they weren't able to fit. Like it was too thick before the taper. And I don't know anything about more resonance or any of that. My big thing for the reason I would like to do string through body is simply mechanical. The fact that you're going to have less stress impacting your bridge if it goes through the body and then hits an angle. You're just going to have less force pulling against that bridge, which, I mean, inevitably everything mechanical fails. So if you have all that tension pulling straight from one end of the bridge towards the headstock and vice versa, it's going to be less tension that's sitting on the end of the bridge if it comes through the body, because then part of that is displaced on a downward force. But that'd be my only reason.
From a physics standpoint, you're not wrong, but also bases from the 60s still exist. So
Oh, I know.
There you
I'm
go.
not saying. I said eventually. I didn't say soon. I'm not
That would be
saying that
my
there's
only.
been a
That'd be my only argument. That by
Well,
the time,
I mean-
by the time it does destructive force to the
you
instrument,
have been
you're gonna be
misusing
dead.
that base.
Yeah. By
I
the time
mean,
it does,
the fairness of it is that the way they're attached into the body with the long, heavier, gauging of screws. The fact of the matter is, the string would fail before your bridge is going to come loose.
Mhm.
Unless your bridge is already loose, like if you have all the screws are loose on it and it has that wiggle room to allow for pulling, but even then it's unlikely. I'm just saying that would be my only reason to do it, is to lessen mechanical strain. It's a nerdy ass reason to
Engineering.
do it that way, but
Yeah. Yeah. You're not wrong. I was about to string this thing stupid and then be upset at myself after I wind this up. Sorry, with the 3 up top, 2 down below. Have you got any word back from when your base is supposed to be coming?
last update I was given was mid-September.
Okay.
Here's what you need,
Yeah.
Bully.
What are you sending it on?
It's just a chuck for putting on tuning keys and then
Oh man, that's deadly.
I mean, this one came from, it's the Walmart brand Hyper Tough, and it's set on the lowest setting. Once a string gets to like maybe, I think 30 pounds worth of pressure, I have it set where it just starts clicking.
Does it have a pleasure setting too?
Oh, shut up.
I mean,
Shut up, dude.
I haven't found out.
Like, Sono, you need to do streams, and you need to let me on here so I can be a terrorist to your shit too. Like,
Sono sees me in the comments and I don't get invited onto his, so you're the only one brave enough to
Oh.
allow me on live.
No shit.
Everyone else
All
hopes
shade.
for monetization on their stuff.
Oh yeah. I used to watch a guy that would do live streams a lot. He's like, if you got a question, hit the super chat. It's like, oh, so you got to pay to like ask questions? Damn, that sucks.
I mean, if this is your
I
living,
mean,
this
Right?
is your living. You know?
Exactly.
So I don't.
I should
Knock his hustle.
I should do that at work. I'd make
Right,
more money
pay me.
off the I'd make more money than the payroll they pay me to. You have a problem and you want me to fix it? Put money in
Super
a
chat.
jar.
Super
Pretty
chat.
much.
I mean, we have
My-
a work chat. So
My
Walmart
PayPal is
Walmart
this.
actually paid Walmart actually paid Meta to create its own custom server. So we have our own dedicated program that is a Facebook and Facebook Messenger that we use for internal chats, because it's set up so it only activates for hourly associates while they're on the clock. So if you're off the clock, but you sent me a message before you left saying, hey, I noticed that my time off request was denied. What's going on with that? And then you leave because I'm off for the day, and I respond, you don't get the response until you clock in, so that no one can claim, oh, I spent 3 hours yesterday texting this person trying to get my question answered. I need paid for that. Nah, you couldn't get a message if you was clocked out.
I mean, that's smart, I guess, but I mean, it's pretty crappy. It's smart. I understand it, but still pretty crappy.
Oh, I'm looking in the chat. I'm getting yelled at in the chat for not answering people questions. I don't have.
snap.
Well,
I don't.
Looks like you're gonna have to
I
start
don't-
charging them now.
Yeah.
going on?
Carolina, I don't have a fretless. The only one that I have my Thunderbird that I did the 3D printed arm to oppose mech dive, and then I have the 6-string.
Oh no!
Yeah, and then I have
Aggressive.
I know,
And then I
literally
have
Godzilla
the-
up in this chat.
I have the for all
Why?
the times you need that.
Why do you?
I was
have
waiting
as
for
a
that
thing?
moment.
Jeez, bro.
I have the Thunderbird with the anti-neck dive arm that I designed, and then the 6-string EHB 1506 MS. I don't have the fretless anymore. That's been gone for months. Shannon, that sounded like a car accident. Well, Godzilla's caused plenty of those tank
Yeah.
accidents, car
Apparently.
accidents, building accidents.
Fun fact, apparently Godzilla's screech was out of a bass guitar during post-studio.
And the T-Rex roar is, I think it was the sound engineer's like bull terrier or something like that went "Eep," and they just stretched it out super long.
Oh no.
It was like
Pause.
some small, medium-sized dog, and they were just like, you know what? He could be scary, and then it's like
Which is
400% the
hilarious.
length.
That's
What's
pretty
really
hilarious.
funny is the video that I learned that on, the person took like whale noises and sped them up by the same like ratio to make them about the same size, and they don't sound very big and like majestic anymore. Brr. Okay.
Whoa, there's a Godzilla movie on YouTube. Looks like I know what to watch at work.
Yeah, hopefully it's the 1999 one. Everyone's
Oh,
favorite.
the Matthew Broderick film.
Let's see.
I'm
All right,
trying to
guys.
decide if Carolina or more so Shannon are claiming that I'm some sort of royalty as I'm not peasant. I don't know. But no, sorry Carolina, I don't have a fretless. And if I did, it would be when Sono decides to sell the headless fretless that is in his possession. I will
It
let
might be
him.
soon, quite honestly.
I will offer you tens of dollars of profit.
I don't know though. It might be soon because I'm like a little bit mixed feelings on it. Just because I do prefer the other 5-string fretless from Ibanez, the Portamento series, the one that has the piezo bridge sound as well with the pickups. I have to play it back to back again because I just prefer that sound, I guess, on a fretless than the EHB. But
I did
I got
see
it.
that. I did see that Ibanez has their what is it? The Minion? No, that's Jackson. The Micro. They offer a Micro and a 5-string too. That's like a 30-inch scale.
that's right.
I think they're $250. But it's weird because I've looked at them on Sweetwater, Musician's Friend, and then did a Google search just to see if they're like older ones in different colors, since Ibanez likes to do that, like the Mezzo, where it had the awesome purple and now the only one is the blue.
Yeah.
I think maybe they have the black, but they used to have a couple other colors. There was a green too, I think.
Yeah, I used to have the green. I loved it a lot, but I just kind of moved on to purple instead.
Yeah. Well, I remember you'd said on your chat where you got the EHB fretless that you had said you thought you might get rid of it. I told you if you do, I want it. But
Nice.
anyway, I saw that, and it's weird because like on Musician's Friend Guitar Center, their 5-string of the Micro shows that it has like 2 soap bars, but if you go on Sweetwater, theirs has 2 jazz. So it's weird.
Interesting.
You are not part of the string. Go away.
But I know what you mean with the Micro series because I did play one briefly. I had bought one used from Talkbase years ago. Well, actually, during pandemic. And the guy had it fretless. Like he took out the frets, did the whole conversion. I played it, and it was good. I liked it, but at the time, I just wasn't comfortable with the scale length, and I just didn't like the sound coming out of it. So I ended up just selling it locally to a guy that was wanting to learn how to play bass. And I was like, in my mind, you sure you want to like learn on a fretless for scale? But
Yeah,
you know,
when
it is
I
what it
had
is.
that Harley Benton 6-string fretless that I'd sold to the shop, they said that they kept having people come in and be like, my kid wants to learn how to play bass. What's the cheapest bass you have? And they were like, we had to show them the second cheapest because the cheapest we had was an unlined 6-string fretless.
Oh,
They were
wow.
like, yeah, maybe that's not the one your kid should start on.
Yeah, unless, you know, they've had some cello experience, and yeah.
Showing off my totally licensed to me merch here. Definitely not just able to be found on Amazon for $17.
All right, well, I'm going
this-
to peace
it
out.
was the new string noodle. I apologize. It feels so good, man. These are the power wounds. No, are these? No, these are the fusion wounds. I just put these on here. I should probably do a video showing what these actual things sound like after I get some batteries in here. But we are going to be ending this whole situation right now. Can y'all hear me? Am I unplugged?
Yes, you're fine.
Okay. Okay, cool. Let's see, because the bully got his funk face on unplugged. Those strings must be fire. Yes. Yes, they are. I didn't want to be loud or anything like that, but yeah, they get down. And it's in passive mode because my batteries are dead. So, there's that. Oh, wait, maybe not, because I think passive mode was taken out of this thing because I just have a
Cool kill switch you got there. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Like we were saying a couple weeks ago, all you need is just a kill switch on a bass. You don't need volume, you don't need tone.
That's
No.
right.
The bass is on.
Yeah.
That way you don't have like problems when you're plugging a cable in or unplugging. You don't want to have that sound coming through.
Yeah, you can't have that. That's
The folks who I've been talking to about building the one, they told me that with the whatever the pickup is they want to put in, I guess it has wiring for selectable single, parallel, and series, and they said they would heavily recommend that. So it's supposed to, if I go with them, it'll have a volume, a tone, and then a 3-way rotary knob for pickup type. So ought to be fun.
sounds good. I will go ahead and mirror Sono Jono's sentiment. Thank everybody for joining in. Special shout out to Proper, OB, Sono. Thank you for dropping in on the Wednesday edition of the Bass Hang. This is going to be the day that we're going to be shooting for moving forward. If not, I'll give you an email or give you some type of notification that it's going to be swapping. But for the foreseeable future, Wednesday, 7:30 is going to be the move. Thank y'all for watching. Till next time, y'all be easy.